this indictment is already backfiring. They are blaming Trump for everything that they have actually done. And this indictment is nothing more than a cover-up of the Biden crimes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ANN, American News Network. I'm your host, Vlad. Two things. I want to thank the sponsor of this channel, Michael Lindell, with this company's My Store and My Pillow. Use links down below in the description with promo code ANN at checkout. Huge discount. Huge. There's also a link to my merch store, MAGAmerchUS.com. Get you a patriotic t-shirt with free shipping anywhere in the United States on any order. You can't beat that, but you're here for the news. You're here because we know that the legacy media lies. They brainwash. They propagandize the nation and the nations. And so we, freedom-loving Americans and patriots, the MAGA crowd, we're going to try to speak the truth to the best of our ability. Trump's been indicted over the J6 sham. But the timing is interesting, wouldn't you say? I mean, just the day before the indictment, Devin Archer, Hunter Biden's former best friend forever, whom Hunter Biden even said, and I quote, he's one of the Bidens, flipped the script on the Bidens, on their crimes, on the big guy, and had a closed-door hearing under oath with Congress. He testified that not only did Joe Biden speak to his son about his overseas business dealings, but that his son Hunter would not have any overseas business dealings if it wasn't for his father, the current resident of the White House. He also testified that the big guy is Joe. He also testified that, yes, Joe said publicly to the American people, to his voter base, I never spoke to my son about his businesses. But Devin Archer says, I was on at least 20 phone calls with Hunter and Chinese, Ukrainian, Romanian, and Russian business partners, oligarchs, criminals. And at least 20 of those phone calls, Hunter threw dad on the phone. Either turned the speaker on for his dad to join because his dad was with him, or had him join through a three-way phone call. So it distracts you, ladies and gentlemen, from the crimes of the Bidens. They indict Trump for the crimes they've committed. Now let me explain. Since 2016, all we heard was Trump is an illegitimate president. Only reason he won is because of Russia and Vladimir Putin. He's a dictator. He's going to lock up his political opponents, but he didn't lock up any of his political opponents. He was not a dictator. Under him, businesses were able to thrive. America was able, entrepreneurs were released with full force. I mean, I was running 2 different businesses while Trump was president. And both of them were doing great. I don't have those businesses anymore. But, then, they said, and then they kept screaming, Trump's a legitimate president. And they kept questioning the 2016 presidential election. Now they're indicting Trump for freedom of speech. Now they're indicting Trump because he questioned an election. So Hillary Clinton's able to do it, but Trump was not. Another thing, when is Hillary going to be indicted? Because the Durham report says, see, Durham, thank you for your report, but you're a coward. You're a special prosecutor. You had the same and have the same authority as Jack Smith to indict anybody you want, even former presidents, senators, congressmen and women, anyone in the FBI, DOJ, the State Department, but he didn't because he cowered. He buckled under pressure, and you know what? Good. We don't need anyone that's a weak link with us. We're going to watch a clip together of the timeline of Trump's indictments. Let's watch it together. We'll comment on it.
A target letter from the special counsel's office in the middle of July, so a couple of weeks ago. Then we also know that last Thursday, the former president's legal team met with the special counsel. So all of this was sort of leading to this moment where we are potentially going to see the former President Trump be indicted yet again by the special counsel.
So this was done on Fox last night, the night before the indictment came through.
So, Larry?
I got a thought. I appreciate the report very much. I just have a thought. One reason that this is coming out today is because former Hunter Biden best friend forever, Devin Archer, did his deposition yesterday and talked about the Hunter family brand, which is an influence peddling brand. Just hang on.
Another thing, Devin Archer, he testified to this. That Hunter's business, the business that the Bidens were selling to all these foreign governments and oligarchs, was the Biden brand. He called them, I quote, the golden standard. Meaning that if you need anything done from anywhere in the United States government, my father is connected. That's what Hunter would sell. Joe used his own son's addiction for his personal financial gain. He looked at him, he said, I got a crackhead. Now I'm going to use my crackhead so that nobody sees that I'm the criminal, right? I'm the grifter, right? Joe Biden's like, I'm a grifter. I grift anywhere, wherever the money's at. So what I'm going to do is my crackhead son, because I failed as a father, just like everything else I failed at in life. I'm going to use his addiction because he's high, he's confused, and he'll do anything for a little bit of cash and dope. And I'll send him. He'll be, speaking for me, representing the brand. So imagine, he's selling a brand by using a crackhead to do it. That should have been a big warning sign to the Russians, Ukrainians, and the Chinese and the Romanians. But hey, if you're doing business or voting for Joe, then, is your IQ even in the double digits? I don't know. Just a theory.
Hang on a second. They do this every time something bad happens. They come up with another indictment. March 16th, Jamie Comer reveals Biden's family payments. Then a few weeks later, April 4th, Trump's New York criminal indictment. That was the Alvin Bragg fiasco. Then later in the spring, June 8th, Republican views Biden's bribery 1023 form. Okay, the GOP unleashed that. The next day on the 9th, we had Trump's classified documents indictment about Mar-a-Lago. In the summertime, just a few days ago, July 26th, we get the Hunter plea deal blows up in Wilmington, Delaware, and guess what? All of a sudden, Trump has to face additional charges from Jack Smith about covering up tapes and having the maintenance guy. Come on. Yesterday's deposition was very...
All right. So they're even indicting... They even indicted his maintenance man, saying that Trump told him to delete some videos, and he did. But Trump says we didn't delete anything. We gave up everything voluntarily that they asked for. All the recordings, all the security tapes, everything. And Trump went as far as to say they're lying about that. Well, we will know in trial. And this case is the same. I listened to Jack Smith's, speech about this, and he also wants a speedy trial here too. The prosecutor never wants a speedy trial. The speedy trial originally was designed for the defense team and the defendant, so that if they see flaws in the prosecutor's case, to take advantage of it. The prosecutor never wants a speedy trial, never. But here they do. They want to interfere with the 2024 election, just like they did in 2016 and 2020. See, Trump responded to this. He's upbeat. His spirits are high, and he's asking for prayers. He's thankful for the prayers that he's already getting and the support. Their goal right now is not even Trump. That is not their goal. Their goal is to distract you. To distract you from their crimes, from their lawless deeds, from their grifting, sellout policies. Not only that, but when Trump said, I'm going to drain the swamp fights back. This is what we're seeing. We're seeing the swamp fight back. The swamp is literally fighting for their existence. The swamp is fighting for its life. The swamp is fighting for its lifestyle that it got so used to and no one ever questioned it. But here comes Trump. He gets the most powerful political movement going in the history of United States politics, maybe even the world. And the swamp creatures are freaking out. The swamp creatures are fighting back. But just like they are fighting for their lives, ladies and gentlemen, on our side, we are fighting for our lives and our right to exist as free citizens of the greatest nation in the history of the universe. Well, no. Second, we got heaven where the Most High Lord is. But in the history of the world. And so, one of us is going to have to come out the victor. And I believe it is going to be us because we have the Lord on our side, Jesus Christ. We have truth on our side. We got this. This indictment will backfire. It's already backfiring because the people see right through the BS and through what they are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. I want to thank everyone that's been sharing on Facebook and Twitter. It really helps a lot. Thanks for the prayers and the support. Don't you ever forget that better's not good enough. The best is yet to come. Trump 2024 or sooner.